A very good morning to all of you, my dear friends. This is Shafiq Ahmed, and you're all welcome to your favorite YouTube channel. Let's learn together.
So a very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Welcome back to the class once again. So we have to discuss over there in this chapter, federalism. We are going to discuss about the types of list first. So let us see. The constitution has clearly provided a threefold distribution, means has divided the distribution of powers, has distributed the powers. The constitution has distributed the powers into three different lists between the union government, that is the central government, and the state government. So what are those three lists? Let us see. List number one, that is known as union list, also means the list of powers and functions which are whatever there are in this particular union list. The subjects which are mentioned in this list will be the powers and the function regarding the subjects on which the national government can only take or make laws. This is known as the union list. Means only the national government can make laws regarding the subjects which will be there in the union list. Regarding the field, you can say subjects or the field, only the national government, or you can say the central government, can make laws or take decisions. They have the full power and function regarding all these subjects which are included in this union list. Now let us see what are those fields. It includes सब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ नेशनल इंपॉर्टेंस, है ना, जो नेशन के लिए इंपॉर्टेंट होगा उस सब्जेक्ट्स को इंक्लूड किया गया है, which is important for the whole nation, such as defense. Defense is really important for the whole nation. Such as foreign affairs, means foreign relations, banking, you know, which is there in throughout the country, banking, even communication systems, and the last one is the currencies, means changing in the currencies, values of the currencies, or demonetization, such type of things which can be just laws can be made by this national government or the union, or you can say the central government only. Means state government will have to abide by all the laws which have been made in these fields, by the national government. Means the state government cannot point fingers or cannot protest or cannot go against on these subjects if the laws have been made by the central government on these subjects: banking, foreign affairs, communications, and even currencies, and even the defense of the country, regarding the defense of the country. So these are the things, these are the subjects which have to be kept in mind regarding the union list. Only the national government is authorized to make decisions or make laws in these subjects. Now the next one we will discuss. They are included in this list because there is a reason over here why these subjects have been included in this list. These subjects, because we need a uniform policy, means one type of policy. We need a single policy, uniform policy, which will be prevailing throughout the country, which we need a uniform policy on these matters throughout the country. The same policy should be implemented throughout the country on these particular subjects: currency, communication, banking, foreign affairs, and the most important, defense of the country. So the union government alone can make laws relating to this subject mentioned in the union list. The state government will have to follow, and even the citizens of those states will have to follow all the laws which have been made by the central government on these subjects. Remember, on these subjects only. Let us see the second list. The second list is about the state list. The list of powers and functions pertaining to the state government. The powers or the functions which have been given to the state government are also known as over here as a state list. Now let us see what are the subjects over here. It contains the subjects. Which type of subjects it contains? Let us see. Such as police, trade. You have to, my dear students, you will have to remember the subjects over here. Which are the subjects in the union list and which are the subjects in the state list. So what is there in the state list? Police. Regarding the police, the state government has full power and function that they can take any action, or they can just frame any rules or regulations or laws regarding the maintenance of the police. Even commerce, agriculture, law and order in that particular state, land reforms, even excise duties, health, regarding the health also, and regarding sanitation, and as well as irrigation. So these are the subjects on which the state government can make list, can make laws, can take actions. Means the central government will not interfere over here in these subjects in the state. The state are free to take any type of decisions regarding these subjects, regarding the police, trade, commerce, agriculture, law and order, land reforms, excise tax, health, sanitation, as well as irrigation. Means the state is over here free to take any type of actions or take any type of make any type of law in their assembly, and the citizen of that particular state, the inhabitant of that state will have to follow. Means the union or the central government will not interfere on these subjects regarding the laws which have been made by the state. So remember, police bhi hai, police is also included over here. Now the third type of list over here, let us see, known as the concurrent list. Means now both the union and the central government, both the union or the central government and the state government, means now the central government and the state government can make laws on the subjects contained in this particular list. Means in this list, whatever the subjects will be there, both the central and the state government can make laws, and they can make laws regarding the subjects on this particular list, concurrent list. यानी दोनों के पास authority है, they can make laws. This list includes price control, means what should be the price of petrol, diesel, what should the price of vegetables or meat, anything in that particular state. That decision can be taken by the central as well as the state government in that particular area. Even the matter related to education, forest, matter related to trade unions, even marriage, you can say marriage, adoption, as well as succession, who will succeed after his father or mother. And there must be, you might have heard a lot of dispute regarding the succession and regarding the successor also. So the laws can be framed by the central as well as the state government. They can both make laws on these subjects: price control, education, forest, trade unions, marriage, adoption, and succession. Now, if their laws conflict with each other, yeah, it may happen. The state government is making some law regarding the education field, and the central government is also making law regarding that particular education field. So if their laws are conflicting with each other, suppose the central government is saying that the schools will not be opened in 2020 due to pandemic, but the state government is saying, no, I'm going to open school from September. So there will be a conflict in this regarding the education of the children. So whose decisions will be final over here? You can see over here, the law made by the union government will prevail. The law made by the central government will have to be followed by each and every one. Means over here, yes, the state government may say, but they will have to follow the law or the orders of the central government if there is a conflict regarding these subjects: education, forest, trade unions, marriage, adoption, as well as successor. So if there is a conflict, okay, then the central government, the order by the central government will be followed in this case. Now, as we know, there were three divisions only: union list, state list, and the concurrent list. But here comes the next one, the fourth list, that is known as residuary list. It was not earlier mentioned in our constitution, but it was added later on because it contains the subjects which do not fall in any of these three lists. And in तीनों list में जो subjects नहीं आ रहे हैं, वो सारे subjects को यहाँ रखा गया, residuary list. Now let us see what are these subjects. Subjects like computer software that came up after the constitution was made. And this subject, computer software, has come to our country after the constitution was framed. So when the constitution was getting ready or was in drafting mode, so this subject was not there at that particular time. So now this subject is there, computer software, a lot of laws and a lot of rules and regulation has to be made regarding this subject also. So that's why this subject computer software has been included in the residuary list, because it is not there in any of the above previous three lists. So according to our constitution, the union government has the power, means the central government has the power to legislate, means to make laws on this residuary subject such as computer software. So over here in this residuary list, you can see only the central government is authorized, only they can take or make laws regarding the subjects which are there in the residuary list. So my dear students, hope you all understand regarding these four type of lists which we have discussed right now. So that is all in this residually released or the type of the list. Now we have some activity based questions. Let me see that whether you can answer these questions with your intellectual or with your intelligence, what we have just discussed regarding the four type of list over here. So let us revise through these questions. You know? The first question that I am posting for you all is that, read it. Pokhran, we might have gone through the name of this particular place, Pokhran, because I have seen there was a movie also. So Pokhran, the place where India conducted its nuclear tests, lies in Rajasthan. So that is the question over here. Suppose the government of Rajasthan was opposed to the central government nuclear policy. Now the question is, could it prevent the government of India from conducting that nuclear test? The question is that the central government has decided to have a nuclear test in Rajasthan. So the state government of Rajasthan, can they just come in front and say, no, I will not let you do this in my state, because this is my state, I am the owner of this state. The state government, whether they can stop the central government over here in conducting that nuclear test. This is the question, whether it is there in the constitution, whether they can stop them, the central government, to have a nuclear test in their state. That is the question. Now let us see who is ready to answer. So the answer, what is the answer, my dear students? That no, Rajasthan government could not prevent the government of India from conducting the nuclear test, because defense is the subject of union list. And this conducting a nuclear test, that comes under the defense system of a country. So union government laws will prevail over here. The order or the decision taken by the union government or the central government will prevail over here. So as because defense is the subject of union list and nuclear tests are the part of a defense system. So that was the really good question, my dear students. You all have responded very correctly. So I am really proud of you all, that I have just whatever I have discussed, you have got the things. Now the next question, so I will see to it that who is raising the hand first, and I will let that student answer first. We'll see. So let me see. The next question is what? Suppose the government of Sikkim, they plan to introduce a new textbook in its school. So the government of Sikkim has planned this one, that they will introduce new textbook. But the union government does not like the style and the content of the textbook over here. Okay, Vishal has raised. So the question is that in that case, does the state government need to take permission from the union government? क्या state government को permission लेना होगा central government से before these textbooks can be launched? So let us see, my dear students, what you all answer.
Hope that you have liked the video, and we will meet again in our next video release of the tutorial. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the information of the next release of the tutorial. Please share it with your friends and others also. Thank you for the time being. Take care. Stay at home. Bye bye. Take care.